So I believe that Cameron would be a great candidate to host the Third World Country President because she's a lot of qualities that I feel like would be beneficial in this situation. She's a very extroverted and social personality, and that's just what we need for this situation. The president wants to get the typical average high school experience, and Cameron is a B student, and she is in a very popular activity drill team, and so I feel like she would give a good demonstration of what the typical high school experience is.
I think it should be. I think it should be Carmen is her name, not Cameron. Carmen as well, because she's the drill team captain. She's very active in theater, a C student, and she's very outgoing. She's very social and well liked by everyone, and she's in a steady relationship.
What do you think, Wesley?
I think I would also vote for Karen for the same reasons. Carmen for the same reason Brady and Mara said.
Okay. Nothing else to add?
Nothing else to add.
And there are 4 other choices.
Okay. Well, I think it should be Lane Cho. This is a senior, so she's been around the school for a long time.
And so is Carmen.
Has a lot of experience. Yeah, but Lane is a student, and she's been accepted to Harvard and Yale, and so.
Although those are great accomplishments.
But she's also very shy and very introverted, and she doesn't have much of a social life, which Carmen could make up for being very popular.
Well,
okay, I agree. That is very good stuff, but it's not that makes it Carmen for me. It's the fact that the president wants the typical average experience. She has some very impressive things on her resume, going to Harvard, accepted into Yale and Harvard, A student.
But studying and not having a social life is not a high school experience.
That's not really typical. I mean, yes, those are all great accomplishments, but your average student isn't going to be going to Yale. They're going to be a good student, probably.
B or C student.
B student, A student, maybe.
Maybe.
Going to be involved in some activities other than just study, and which this is all okay for a person. There's nothing at all wrong with it. That's not going to be the typical experience that the Third World Country President is looking to see and experience.
What about the idea of putting Lane and Carmen together as a team, and then that way
you kind
of have their attributes.
You can only
balance each other
it's
out,
only a host.
and then they can.
It's only a host because those types of people don't mix. Someone who has a popular social life, it's against someone who's very, very shy and makes really good grades. It's based off of an average high school. It's based off of an average high school life, and Ling Cho has nothing related to it.
Well, maybe I can see his point because it's giving you kind of different perspectives of different high schoolers' life, not just one.
I think
but variety.
Variety of perspective could be important because you never know what the personality of the person coming is going to be, and you might fit better with the introvert than the extrovert, and if you got kind of like a committee of 2 then that balances each other out, then you can.
But it's not allowed to have a committee of 2, just one person. It's one host.
Okay.
Let's talk about
Bahir. Why did Bahir? He seems to be an AB student, But I don't think he would be a great candidate because he's not the most social, although everything on here is very impressive. He has outbursts, and it just doesn't look like the kind of person we want to surround our president with, or our third world country president with. And he doesn't seem like maybe he would be a good job at welcoming him and socializing with him and getting to know him and teaching him about our high school.
Let's talk about.
Do you have anything else to say about Wesley?
You got it.
Do you have something else to say about Bahir?
Nope.
Let's talk about Jacob
Except
Jones.
if he outbursts, then he's obviously going to give people a very hard time with their work and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's an outburst?
Like when you yell really loud and it's just annoying people.
Okay.
We know how that feels.
Stop.
Jacob, let's talk about Jacob Jones.
There's not a Jacob Jones.
Jacob Jones.
Go to the other
There's
page.
a Jada Williams.
No, Jacob Jones. Go to the next page.
Jacob
Next.
Jones.
Exactly.
So he rides a motorcycle, C student, self-confident, well-liked, humorous. Okay, which are all
Visible
fine
tattoos.
things. Visible tattoos, which is all fine things. But it doesn't, maybe he might be humorous, he might be well-liked, so maybe it's a good person.
Well liked by
president.
teachers and students.
Maybe it's a good person for the
He's
president to
recycling.
get to
He
know.
recycles.
You're gonna okay, huh?
Maybe it's a
I'm just
good
chatting.
person.
Better finish your thought.
Recording.
You know, out loud. Okay.
All good things, but is this gonna be the best person to host our president? I don't know, because what if jokes come across as
Obviously not.
what if
easy.
jokes come across as offensive? What if maybe
Are his tattoos offensive?
yeah, I don't know. We would have to take that into some consideration. But the recycling,
Tattoos like
self-confidence, all good
666
things. Dad! Oh, stop.
What the heck?
Wesley, what do you think about Jacob Jones?
I don't like him. I don't like the tattoos. I don't like the part about motorcycle. It sounds like a typical gangster, but
You're very wrong.
Okay, let's talk about Jada Williams.
Let me see paper. Jada Williams is a junior in AP Arts, president of Art Club, won several local and state awards of her artwork. On slow track until I discovered she has dyslexia. What does this say?
You wrote it.
No, Wesley did. She is an overachiever and she wants to be an artist. I don't think she would be because she's an artist and that just I just don't see her being able to host a third world president.
Jada, what do you think about Jada? Come on.
I don't know, just nothing seems to be popping out here to me. Nothing is at all, like, everything is fine, just like everyone else, but there aren't any qualities that are really standing out that make me think that she would be a good candidate for this project, but I don't know.
What do you think about Jada, Wesley?
I think she could. I think she's not good enough.
What were you gonna say before?
What?
Because he wasn't paying attention.
I was not.
What?
Here's a Sharpie back for
Okay.
I was drawing a smiley face on my knee. Did you just take a sip? Did you just drink my drink?
No.
Just drink my drink.
Okay, so I think that about sums it up. Carmen.
Okay. You think Carmen?
Yes.
I think Cameron would be a good candidate.
Carmen.
Carmen.
I think Lane Cho.
Carmen, no.
Don't sleep on Lane.